Welcome to the Never2 podcast with Alan Harris. Week number 3. This week, we just talking about being grateful for what you got and to stop counting what you don't got and basing what you don't got on other people's lives. The grass always seems greener on the other side, but the whole time that bitch be about to die, so don't go off of that. Alright, so, I just want to say happy holidays and everything. I don't really celebrate the holidays, but I do like the time to spend around my family, that I haven't seen in a long time, just catch up. I took my son to Detroit, saw his great grandmother for the first time, and, that shit was cool, man, kicking with my aunts, uncles, my dad, this family I haven't really caught up with in a long time, and I'm thankful for that. But see, the topic I said we gotta be grateful for what we got and not for what we don't got, because it's people who always got that shit worse. Like, it's always gonna be people going through worse shit than what you going through, your situation. And instead of saying what you don't got, just be thankful for what you do got. So, things I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my dad, my little brothers, my sisters. I'm grateful for my fiance, my children, and my situation. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that God has blessed me in ways that I can't see, even though it's always gonna be shit that I feel like I'm getting beat up for in a way. And I gotta stop doing that myself, because you don't wanna feel ungrateful and then the shit that you're going through just get worse, you feel me? You gotta take the good, the bad, and the ugly with the situation. Like, that's what I was saying in the last episode. Like, you just gotta take the good, bad, and the ugly. See, I used to always feel like it's more that my people could have been doing for me and shit like that. But shit, you just gotta be grateful for what they got. Grateful for what you got, because it's always people doing worse to you. It's always people in a worse situation than you. It's always people who need more guidance than what you got. So yeah, so we on today, just being grateful for what we got. Turn off the mic, man. So when you changing and when you trying to focus on your dreams or focus on your craft or focus on what you got to do to change, make it to the next level, you can't put a cap on yourself. If you see yourself somewhere, the only person that can deter you from where you're trying to go is you. And you gotta remember that. Like, I gotta remember that, speaking first and foremost, because it's always gonna be somebody going through it worse than you. I promise you that. If you think you all at rock bottom, just know somebody else rock bottom might be lower than your rock bottom. And that shit I had to realize. Like, I'm thankful for the people that I have in my corner, and not worried about who I don't have in my corner. So, and that shit is a task as itself, because what is it? Everybody human, so everybody gonna have wants, needs, and desires, and we can't let that shit overcome us. And you can't focus your life on what you see on social media, because I promise you, 7 out of 10 of those people, they just keeping their fronts up, and it's some better than the next. And then some people that just keep that shit up better than the next, and that's something we gotta remember. It takes a lot for somebody to admit when they're wrong. And I can admit that I was wrong in a lot of situations, and a lot of bridges that got burned were because of me. And I'm just reflecting on that shit. I don't take shit back, but I could say, if I was in the headspace I was in now, I probably wouldn't have did that shit on certain situations. Some situations, it is what it is, man. We're gonna hear about that shit on the afterlife, but on some bridges, I wish I could have moved a little different, instead of letting my emotions get the best of me and feeling like I'm right all the time. So I'm thankful that I actually took the time out and thought about. I've been reflecting and realizing that if I moved a little different, shit might have went another way. But it is what it is, man. You know, some shit you do, you can't come back from. So shit, it is what it is, man. I wish nothing but the best on a lot of people. You gotta be thankful if your parents still alive. Even if y'all don't talk every day or talk like that, just be thankful. And here and there, shoot them out a little text. You know what I'm saying? Call them, check up on them. You gotta keep in contact with your siblings. Even if your siblings be dead fucking wrong, somebody gotta be the bigger person, because everybody who did me wrong, they end up calling me back in the long run. And then in the long run, when they call me back, I don't even really be caring about the shit that they did. Like, of course, we all human. We all gonna feel how we feel on certain situations and principles. But time heals all wounds, so I don't even really be tripping on a lot of shit. Like, you move how you move, that's cool. I grew from that situation. And you could forgive and not forget. So I forgive people for how they did it and how they played it. I don't forget it. So I just move forward. I just move forward on it. If that makes sense. Like, I just move forward on the situation. Like, I forgave them. I'll never forget it. But I'm moving forward. Moving forward, I'm trying to learn how to just build a different type of bond with them. Like, some situations you just can't fuck with that person like that no more. Like, I had incidents with family where we fell out. I don't hate them or nothing like that, but I don't forget how they played it. Shit, I forgave them. I just don't forget, and I just try to move forward. Now, don't get it wrong. I don't really call people when they did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really reach out and shit like that, but I'll leave that door open if they want to reach out. So it's just certain shit that I'm learning and dealing with. Cause this shit don't be easy. Like, I've been getting calls from certain family members that I probably would have never called again in my life. And just picking up the phone is a big step for me. Not bringing that shit up, throwing that shit in their face is a big step for me. Because if you know me, then you know the type of person I used to be, or the type of person I have in me. Bro, I used to have a lot of fucking hate in my heart. And over the past couple months, I've been trying to take that hate out, because it's more to life, and that's something that I'm really starting to realize now. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who been sharing the podcast, commenting, subscribing, and giving me feedback. That means a lot to me. Numbers don't really do shit, but the people that do reach out to me and talk to me about certain situations, it means a lot to me, knowing that I'm building a platform that people can actually learn from, and it actually can help those who need the help. Like in episode 1, I said this podcast not for the rich, the famous, and the poor. It's for the people trying to get their shit together, because that's where I'm at in my life. I'm trying to get my shit together. And you know, every day is gonna be a struggle, and I'm just learning how to deal with those struggles. And as I'm learning, I'm taking little notes down, like, all right, yeah, next week I'm gonna talk about this, or next week I'm gonna talk about this. And then real life situations happen, and then I think about the shit that I be talking about. Like, sometimes, bro, this shit be hard, but you just gotta do it. You gotta stick to it. You gotta follow what you got planned out for yourself. Like, when you wanna go, you don't have time to be in your feelings. You don't have time to be dwelling on the past and shit like that. So yeah, we just being thankful, man. It's around that time of the year where everybody want to spend time with their family and do shit. And I know depression high right now. I know there's a lot of people ready to crash out right now because they can't provide how they want to provide. And a lot of that goes to what you set your boundaries too. Like, set realistic goals. Like, if you know you don't have $20,000 planned or shit like that, don't tell your kids to make no motherfucking 20, 30, 40,000 Christmas list. You feel me? Live in your means. Like, if it's tight, it's tight. Shit, something better than nothing. And if you can't get a nigga nothing, then shit, you just can't get him nothing, bro. It is what it is. Like, you can't be ready to crash out or do certain shit because you can't provide how you want to provide, man. You ready to crash out over Christmas or this and that. That's only one day out of the year. Alright, bet, make it up. You really don't gotta make shit up, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you, because all that shit is just designed to keep our people down. So many ways. So you gotta live in your means, man. You can't let what you see on the internet dictate how your life is, because at the end of the day, that's only a scripted part of their life, or that's only one little area of their life. You're not seeing the full effect that they got. You're not seeing YouTube families and shit like that people be watching, judging their family on taking all those trips and shit like that. You're not seeing when they cut that camera off, kids probably disrespectful as hell, wife probably slapping the shit out the husband, running shit. You're just not seeing certain shit. So you just gotta take that shit into consideration. Like me, I'm not judging my shit off what I see on the internet. Now, I'm not perfect. Now, I might see people doing certain shit that I wanna do, and I might dwell on like, man, I'm supposed to be doing this, I'm supposed to be doing that. But then I gotta snap back into reality. I'm on a path and I got a plan, so shit just stay to that. And I'm gonna be alright, man. I'm gonna be able to do it, the things that I'm trying to do later on, just not right now. You judging somebody on how they clocking this or clocking that. You not clocking yourself or putting yourself first. So what made the shit easy for me is I really deleted a lot of my social medias. Like for 4 to 5 months, I deleted everything. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, I deleted all that shit. And I just had to focus on myself. And me doing that in that time frame, I learned more about myself because I'm not setting boundaries and limits to shit. Because I'm not seeing that shit. And if you, on some real shit, if you letting some shit you see on the internet affect your real life, you gotta tighten up, cause that shit is fake. 80% of the shit you see on the internet is fake, man. You think somebody have emotion cause they posting a couple dollars and some drink or something like that on the net. You already lost. You lost in a race that you could win easy. It's so easy to conquer and take over shit. We just don't do it because we rather the next motherfucker do it. So that's just something I'm learning. Like, another thing I'm thankful for, see, I lost my granddad. I lost my granddad when I was in prison, so that shit fucked with me. But I still got some grandparents that's still alive. Like, I still got both of my grandmas, mashallah. So I'm just trying to be a better person, or be a better individual, and extend that olive branch and talk to family members that I haven't talked to in a long time. Cause shit, I don't know, I kinda got the mindset like, if you don't call me, I won't call you, or if you don't talk, we won't talk, then it is what it is. But somebody gotta be the bigger person. Somebody gotta be the bigger person. That's just how I really go. Like, I think that in order to grow, you gotta be really ready to release the past. Like, not dwell on shit, but just release it and just move forward. Cause how can you grow if you constantly dwelling on shit that you don't have or you don't got, or the way people treated you in certain situations? Like, that's why it take a man, it take a real woman to be like, yeah, you did me wrong over in this situation. I forgive you, I just won't forget it. But we can move forward and look past that. But don't forget it, because always gonna bite you at the end of the day. So that's something to keep in mind. That's something to keep in mind. Like, even the family I don't talk to, I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful they still alive. And in due time, if they don't reach out to me, then shit, I might shoot them a little text or something like that. But that's not my focus. But I am thankful that I don't have to bury them, or they're not dead, and I never said nothing to them. So there's something I'm learning as a man growing. Like I said, growing up, you would think you'll have everything figured out, but on some real shit, nobody gonna have everything figured out. Like, that shit hard because we not in control of this thing. Like, that's really how it is. Like, the Lord the best of planners. So if you believe that and know that He in control of this thing, and you stand your prayers, you gonna get your shit together. It's gonna be a little bit longer than the next motherfucker, because it's not in our control. We can only control what we can control. Now, you can control wake up, go to work, come home, work out. You can control having food on the table. You can control shit like that. But you can't control the realm of everything, because it's already somebody in control of that. And when we figure that shit out, we're gonna be a lot better. I be telling myself that shit all the time. Shit ain't going to my plan. I get mad, I get irritated, but gotta remember, all I can control is the shit that I can control. I can't control how the next motherfucker act. I can't control how the next motherfucker feel, but I can control myself. And that's all we can do. So I'm just thankful that I'm even here to even be able to speak and do another week with you guys and be able to grow and plan and just work with myself in general. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful I'm able to hop up, go chase a bag every day. Like, I'm thankful for that. Thankful I got both my parents still alive. Thankful I'm a big brother though. So many people. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the time I spent with people who not here no more. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful that God put me in a position to take care of them. I'm thankful for that. So I'm just thankful for everything, good, bad, and the ugly, because it's gonna be a day when motherfuckers not gonna be here no more. And people gonna remember that. Like, that day coming for everybody. So we might not wanna think about it, but on some real shit, it's gonna happen. Everybody, only thing promised in this world is death. So while you still here, you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's all it is. I'm thankful that my subscribers are going up. I'm thankful that my views going up. I'm thankful that more of my comments going up. I'm thankful for the people who fucking with me. And I ain't really tripping on who not. So I'm thankful for that. So yeah, this week I just wanted to talk about being grateful and thankful for what you got, and not just counting everything you don't. Because if you sit there and can count everything you don't got, then you can sit there and you can count and be thankful for what you do got. You got a roof over your head. You got a cover at night. You're not cold. You ate something today. Man, there's motherfuckers who don't got shit, but they still alive. So they should be thankful for that. I know this shit hard, man. I know it feel like motherfuckers forget about you and shit like that, but it's gonna get better. You just gotta want it to get better. You can't just sit there and just ponder on how bad it is, because your mindset is everything. If you sitting there thinking that you at the bottom of the barrel, you never gonna get up, then you never gonna get up. It's motherfuckers who at the bottom of the barrel and rise to the top in no time. You can't let your mind have a cap on it. So you can't let your mind think that this is where it's just gonna end at, or that's where it's gonna end at. Like, on some real shit. We just gotta do better. We gotta be thankful for that I'm realizing that this shit get better over time. And it's just something that it takes time to realize. That's all it is, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Never Too Late podcast. It means a lot to me. Even if it's only a couple people, it means a lot to me at the end of the day. Because them couple people might need me. They might be looking forward to what I got to say next week. It's people, you never know. It might be somebody who about to walk to the end of the park and take themselves out this bitch. It might watch an episode and realize that it's not too late. It ain't never too late to change your circumstances or chase your dream. And that's really what I'm trying to just help. I'm just trying to help people in so many ways. Because I didn't have it. But I'm thankful for the people who was there, because it was times where it was cold as fuck and people let me in their house. So I'm thankful for that. That's it, man. Episode number 3 in the books.